EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium. And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley, to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
I got you, son. I got you. Get check. Hey, Alpha. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58's the Mike. Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 60 out low. Mike, 45. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let it go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
45's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, check Mike 45. Check.
First down, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
45, right. Check, 45's the mic. All day. 45. Mike, 45. I don't think you got it, sir.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Here's McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way down to the 35. A big run there by Gurley. And even 50 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Me and you all day.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Every day, any day. Shift. Deuce. Space. Motion. Hey, check motion man.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down.
Check.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You see me out here?
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Ito Smith, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by K1 Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And Ito Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll find Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Deion Jones. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yeah, baby.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go, let's go!
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Check, 45 to mine.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On second and 12, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
11. Hey, Zoo.
To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have the football, and he'll set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
52. Switch.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Let's go. Ready.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Back to you.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on second and 8. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's more. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Ryan. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hall. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
Hey, check 52.
Watch twist.
Hey, orbit. 20.
Play action. It's Ryan.
I'm coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
First down, Bridgewater.
Second down, defense, let's go.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. Jim. West.
Bridgewater again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Falcons take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
59,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 27-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
51.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley.
Give me some. Here we go. Watch safety 3.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Got it. Let it flow. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's get it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant